What's up and welcome back to the channel. Furiously Collecting here, and today we're going to be taking a peek at my collection of Paul Walker Nissan Skylines from the Too Fast, Too Furious movie. As you can see here in front of you, we have a bunch of different variations. So this being a mainline version from a while ago. We have a premium version, but this is the old school Skyline variation. Then we have the normal premium version here, as you would see in the movie. We also have a little custom wheel swap one that I've done some videos on, and even some Hot Wheels ID variations. But one thing all these do have in common is these are all Hot Wheels brand. So today we're going to be adding our first non-Hot Wheels brand to the collection. As I've stated in some previous videos, I'm definitely expanding out of the Hot Wheels world and going to be collecting some other Fast and Furious cars from other brands. So I've been doing a bunch of racing champion stuff, and today we're going to be adding a Tomica Unlimited version of Brian's Skyline. About a week or so ago, I did open up Brian's Evo from Too Fast, Too Furious that was the Tomica version also, and compared it to the Hot Wheels and the Racing Champions version. So if you haven't seen that one, you have to go back and check it out. So this will be our second Tomica car that we will be adding to our collection. If you are familiar with the Hot Wheels brand at all, you will know here recently that the R34 Nissan Skyline has been a huge car in the Hot Wheels scene and even just in the die-cast community in general. So it is just, you know, every time a casting comes out, it is highly sought after. It is the buzz of the town. Everyone's wanting it, and they are getting scooped up like crazy and just getting sold on the secondary market for triple, quadruple, 10x the money. It's just crazy. And of course, having the Fast and Furious license, you know Hot Wheels has been cashing in on the Fast and Furious Skylines. So this is one of the more rare mainline versions, and that is because it has the black wing variation. So you can see on all these other cars, it does have the die-cast metal wing, and so this version has the black plastic wing, which I actually am pretty fond of. It does not have any front headlight tampos, no like grille details or anything really, just the basic side and hood graphics. It does, however, have the taillight and the GTR badging there on the back. This particular model was from one of the old Walmart sets, and recently Walmart started releasing their Fast and Furious sets again, and we got another version here of Brian's Skyline, and this was in the 9, or it was like the box set with like the 9 or 10 cars. So this one is a very nice upgrade. So it does have the die-cast spoiler on the back. As you can see, we have even better details. We have license plate details. You have like reverse lights. And here on the front, you have full details, including headlights and turn signals. And if you look closely enough, you can see the small GTR badge there on the front grille. It's very hard to see, but trust me, it is hiding in there. These new Walmart sets they've been releasing have been very nice. They've been very hard to find, but if you can find them, all the different like remakes of the cars are very nice models, and the details and graphics and everything are very well done. So if you can get your hand on them, I would definitely suggest it. And of course, you know Hot Wheels had to go premium with this car. This one is a killer. So even more detail compared to the mainline. You can even see like, I don't know if it's an oil cooler or like a NOS fogger system or I don't know, something crazy, but you can even see the sponsor decals there on the hood. You have all the nice side details. You got the sweet chrome TE37s. You have all the rear tampos, including taillight. I mean, this thing just has it all. Metal base, nice weight to it. Paint looks good. I mean, this is a great addition. And then just because they came out with the exact same car, but just with the black 5-spoke wheels. So a lot of people were not a huge fan and just kind of thought this was a big money grab by just remaking the cars and slapping some black wheels on it, which it kind of was, but I mean, it does look pretty cool. And these 5-spoke rims are very neat. And a specialty version here, they even featured this car in their Hot Wheels ID series, which if you're not familiar with that, the cars come with a chip on the bottom that you can scan with your phone or the racetracks, and you can play the car on your phone on the game, which I think they're getting rid of, but you can use it on the track and it will like keep track of your laps and speed and time and all that stuff, which is pretty cool. But this essentially kind of has the Zamac look to it, and then it has the Fast and Furious deco on the car. Still all the same great details that the normal premium had. And then you have the Hot Wheels ID wheels, which I actually think do look pretty cool. You have the tire lettering on here, and just with the whole Zamac look and those kind of like funky wheels, just gives the car like, I don't know, just a little spice. I like it. And last up here, I had to do a little custom. This one here is featuring the Carlomo bearing wheels with the monoblock tires. So you can see these wheels, you can see full brake detail on the inside, has the Advan tire lettering, and the bearing wheels, which just spin forever. If you have not had a chance to see these wheels in person, I would highly recommend ordering a set of these. They are so cool. As you can see, they just spin forever, and especially with the tire lettering on there, and it really like adds to that spinning look. Just super cool. It is a little bit expensive, but I mean, as you can see with the detail and the performance, it is well worth it in my opinion. I did do a video where I showcased all of these cars and kind of went more into detail about it. I think I have 5 or 6 Fast and Furious cars with this wheel setup. So if you want to go check it out, it is in the channel. But I think enough messing around here, and let's add in this new car. So like I said, this is from Tomica Unlimited. I actually got this for my birthday from my family, and I'm super excited to crack it open. As you can see, it does have opening doors, and it looks like it has some very nice details. So we will be comparing it here against the Hot Wheels. All right, we got this baby cracked open. It does open up very nicely. Try not to drop everything. I do really like the packaging here on these Tomica cars. But another cool thing, kind of similar to Mini GT, they come with a little storage box, which is very cool. It's also cool to see the Japanese writing on there. But wow, these pictures are very cool. But enough with that. We know we all want to see the car. And right away, as soon as I get my hands on it, it feels very, very nice. Wow, very cool. You can already see a lot more details than the Hot Wheels. If you can see that blue on the dash, so that's like part of the gauge cluster up there. Got the like movie accurate wheels, the nice like really slim 6 spokes. One thing though that I did mention about the Evo that I opened is the wheels are like a single molded piece. So you can't see through the spokes, which I don't know, it just really kind of bugs me, but overall this thing looks killer. So you got the full painted spoiler. So if you noticed on the Hot Wheels one, it's like the back and the whole underside, it's just like sprayed on top. Where this is actually like the whole entire spoiler is painted, which is pretty nice. And the side graphics are definitely different. You can see the Hot Wheels kind of like fades off, and I feel like it goes down a little bit lower, where the Tomica one kind of extends more the full version or the full length of the car, and even goes on to the front bumper there. Very cool. So it has the stripes just on the hood, which is movie accurate. You have no sponsor decals though, kind of a bummer. So this car I think just has it on the hood. But let's get to one of the main features here. Let's open up these doors here. Oh yeah, look at that. So that is awesome. So in the movie, in the passenger seat, which this is a right-hand drive car. So on the left-hand side here, Brian had his NOS bottles, and you can see him right there. The doors have very nice action to them as well. And here on the driver's side, you could just see a little bit of the dash. So it is painted a little bit. Like you can see the seat's black, the steering wheel's black, and then the dash is like silver. So a little bit of detail on the inside. But overall, this thing is looking very nice. The front detail is definitely spot on. So you can see the GTR logo there on the grille, as well as the oil cooler. So the headlights are cool. They're actually like a plastic piece. So it's not just like painted on, but it's actually like a little plastic insert there, which gives it some nice detail. So the Evo had that same thing with the headlights and the taillights. So this one, I think the taillights are still painted on, but it does have the high detailed headlights. Then you have the turn signals. I mean, yeah, overall this thing looks very good. Has decent weight. The Hot Wheels Premium is definitely still heavier, but this is definitely has more weight than the Hot Wheels mainline. So the price and availability of this is not too bad either. I obviously live in the US and these are not really available in stores, but I did find it on eBay, I think for around 12 to 15 bucks. They are shipped from Japan, so that adds a little cost and a little time. But compared to one of the Hot Wheels Premiums, these are definitely getting a lot more expensive. But they are a little more local and easy to find depending on where you live. But I definitely think that the detail and just the overall look of this is very cool. So next we'll kind of get down on the ground floor here in the diorama and take a closer up look at all these cars together. Here we are with a little close-up look here down in the Furiously Collecting diorama. So you can see the two cars side by side. I would definitely say the Premium, I like the paint a little bit better, just a little more of a metallic flake look to it. Just has a little bit more of a shine. I think the silver and blue on the Tomica I think it kind of looks a little cheaper, just because it's not very metallic, and that blue is like, it's like a very blue, where here on the Premium, it's a little bit darker blue. I'll throw a picture up. I kind of wonder what one is more accurate. I have a feeling that the Tomica is probably going to be a little bit more accurate, considering this movie was made like in the early 2000s. And I feel like just kind of this kind of more corny, like cheeseball look was probably a little more in style, where now, like, I feel like this definitely looks a little bit more refined, but still, I think it is definitely a very, very nice model. One thing for sure is Tomica definitely is good with the details. Like the opening doors obviously is super cool, and having the 3 NOS bottles, I mean, that is just so like nostalgic and movie accurate. And I feel like that was such a cool part of Brian's car, was having those 3 NOS bottles in the passenger seat. Just super cool. As you can see from the back end, you do have a little bit better exhaust detail. No taillight or no license plate, which I think maybe the Evo didn't have license plates either. And I don't know how I feel about the wing. So I don't know, something about the Tomica version of it, it just looks a little more toyish. So I can't really like put my finger on it, but there's just something about it that is just kind of throwing me off. But I am definitely very happy to add it to the collection, and am not mad about my purchase at all. Here's a quick look here at 3 different versions. So here on the left, we have that first mainline with very few details. Then in the middle, we have the Hot Wheels Premium. And then on the right, we have the Tomica version. So I think from the front, the Tomica definitely looks pretty cool. So it has like a very aggressive front bumper there, and just the headlight details. And I like the size of the grille in the front. Like the mesh is a lot bigger, like the openings, and obviously the nicer headlights. Like those headlights do look really nice. So, but just thought I'd do a quick comparison. This is about 20 years worth of Nissan Skyline castings. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little video here, and I appreciate you stopping by and hanging out with me talking about some Fast and Furious cars. So if you did like the video and enjoy the content, please consider hitting the like button and subscribing, and we will see you on the next upload. Peace.